Hello everyone and welcome back to the Spearhead cast. With me Matt, where we have a 4v4 for you all here on Steps. Except it's on the Western Front, it's not the Eastern Front. Let's go for the players. We have some United States today. We have Kikirung with Mechanized Company straight out the gate. We have Monstrum as Armor Company straight out the gate. We have Sleeping Sub as Airborne Company straight out the gate. And finally, we have German 007, also the United States. However, without the managers, so I think they might be lacking or loading in, I don't know. Represent the Axis today. We have Q as the Wehrmacht without a command choice. Did they pick one? No, they didn't. We have Breach Naked as Strafdivision for the Wehrmacht. We have Fortune Blouse, also as the Wehrmacht without a command choice. And finally, rounding out as the Wehrmacht, we have Stockholm Mulvey as the main developer of Spearhead 2, which will soon probably be renamed to something else, but I'm not sure what. I think Ironsight is one of the big ones that have been brought up as a potential one. Anyway. Get the Grenadiers moving out to secure ground. Meanwhile, we also have a command choice here from the final American, G7 7 for Rifle Company. That means Rifle, Airborne, Armor, and Mechanized. They have a good all-around mix for everything. They can make the United States very good. The United States overall are just a very good aggressive faction in Spearhead. Getting shots down here on the Fox Grenadier. Apparently the Spearhead team for Company of Heroes 3 is already well at work. I might have videos of Company of Heroes 3 Spearhead up soon enough, but it'll probably be quite bare bones at the time, but it's a good start, I suppose. And the Americans are just pushing up very rapidly here against the Germans. Getting a lot of action in very quickly here. Rifle gets a lot of good shots here, but they are getting a little bit flanked by the Grenadiers. Actually, they're caught in between the Fox Grenade and the Grenadier. Oh, that was a decent rifle grenade, but actually did not do that much damage. Oh, the Grenadiers are suffering heavy losses. More Grenadiers are quickly rushing up. Trying to take out one rifleman there. There we go. That's a very good play for them. When then the Fox Grenadiers rush up, I think they might actually push the Americans off this part of the map. Very good play there from the Germans. Need to get that Grenadier back to heal though. Well, it looks like they're going to use him to capture ground first before he falls back. I suppose that's a decent use of him. One final pineapple to try and fight off the Germans, but too late. You know, the southern flank, the first United States, well, the first Infantry Division, the Big Red 1, is pushing up pretty aggressively here. We've got a Pioneer squad and everything. As more Grenadiers are being rushed to the front line. Meanwhile, we have the Grenadiers and Pioneers trying to hold the trench here. Those are these are from Leichte, I recognize that symbol. Trying to fight against the American Armored Infantry Divisions. Lots of swimming around here. Germans are moving to secure the center point. Throwing down a Stilhangranate. Pushing back the Americans. Very good play there from the Germans overall. They've done a decent job. Maybe the Americans have tried to get in behind the lines here, but the Big Red 1 has secured the front flank. Which will certainly be to the Allies a big advantage. At least I reckon so. Looks like Stockholm Mulvey was pushed back here. Germans will be back. Probably will be at some point. MT-42 coming out here for Stockholm Mulvey. Let's see. There's also an MG arriving here, an MG-44, so not going for the MG-42. Well, big push here from the United States Infantry Division. Blue and grey alongside the Big Red 1 pushing up towards this little village here. Getting right outside the German base, but right in the range of the bunkers. Just gone for Luftwaffe by looks of it. Those are Grenadiers from the Luftwaffe ground forces. I'm with Gewehr 43s at the moment. Try and give them a fighting chance against the semi-automatic rifles of the United States. We also have an MG-44 here. We're trying to set up here to cover this open road. Laying down suppressor fire. Will make it a bit difficult for the Americans to move up on that road there. The Americans also secured a northern flank and laying down mines. Good to see. MG-42 needs to set up quick. This is going to be a problem. This is going to be problematic. Yeah, because the BS1 is just rushing for very good. Retreating is probably the best move there, so they don't take unnecessary losses. Germans are still holding the center though, and looks like the Grenadiers are doing a decent job in the trench. Despite a 30 caliber keeping an eye on them. Oh, Grenadiers are flanking around though. Good play here from the Germans. They're going to be able to take out that 30 caliber and a few good shots. Meanwhile, the American armored riflemen are taking up here on the upper trench. Laying down BAR fire. Smoke. Oh, the Germans are stealing the 30 caliber. They can make use of that. We could try to run away with it. course, the Americans are gonna try and prevent it. Yep, the Germans still holding down here with an MG-34 out in the open. Probably not the best spot, but it is working. Americans bring up a 50 caliber machine gun here for the infantry division. Looks like a jeep got destroyed there. Germans are sending more troops up here to the center. Meanwhile, Dr. Mulvey is having issues on their part of the flank. The mechanized even bringing up armored cars now, and an M20 coming up behind us. The Germans need to get something else. They are getting a 2-2-2. Well, a 2-2-1, that will become a 2-2-2 via the upgrade here. Oh, looks like we also have some Panzer Grenadiers arriving here by truck. Hard Panzer being upgraded, good to see. Germans trying to bring out all the troops they need to secure ground again. We have a Luftwaffe beacon being set up here. So the Luftwaffe can get some troops in. Speaking of Luftwaffe, we have some Luftwaffe Jägers on the field here. Unique to Luftwaffe. Very good infantry, armed with Gewehr 43s. This 50 caliber is going to hold down the road though. See if the Jägers can turn that around though. Probably can. Meanwhile, the 2-2 is pushing up on the northern flank. Being very aggressive with his also cannon. There we go. Actually, double 2-2 here from both players. Well, not double, but to create their double, basically. They done a lot of fire, and the M20 clinging out. Cavalry troopers jumped up. They have a new icon now, if you're wondering. Using their bazooka ability to take out one. But they're gonna get taken out here by the other 2-2, I reckon. Oh, actually, they managed to get off. But it takes out the other gunner there. Maybe the Americans have some 50 calibers here and a 30 caliber Jeep. Ooh, Jeep is getting taken out by the MP40s. There we go, cleared out. And then a Brandflasche on it just to finish it off. It doesn't actually destroy the Jeep for some reason. We have the Panzer Grenadiers waiting back there. And the Post Grenadiers cannot do much to the M20 at this range. The two got very far behind the line here. Risky maneuver. Let's try to drive over the infantry. But here's an M20 with 50 caliber, but a few well-aimed 2 centimeter cannons did it. Oh, Bazooka though takes it out. That's the advantage of these crew coming from the M20. They can do that stuff like that. But they did lose a lot of ground and allowed the Germans to secure the northern island again. M20 trying to push up here. But there is an autocannon here in the form of a flak half-track, which helps lock it down. Looks like the Germans are playing out side blockers here, which is a smart move. So this flak half-track can get a much wider range of coverage. They're trying to clear for the machine gun here. Still being called in though by an American lieutenant. Oh, good Gepardeladung, I missed that. Well, those shells are hitting quite close to that building, but did not do enough. The Germans still pushing up here. Looks like they've captured the M20. A little bit of a Beute vehicle. Panzer Grenadiers and Grenadiers holding up in the main trench. M20 moving up here to deal with the German M20. Yeah, a few 50 caliber bullets take care of that. Black half-track is pushing up now. And we have a good position here to cover this little avenue. As long as it has sight, of course, which it probably will have. I rarely see people get that flag half-track, but it's worthwhile getting. Especially since they know one of their enemies is playing as US Air Force, so having some kind of anti-air is very useful to have around. M20 pushing up here on the German positions now. We also have a Greyhound coming up behind us. I guess the cavalry troopers, well, their crews are just staying back for now. That is an American fuel airdrop, I think. Or wasn't? No. No, that's a full-on airborne. Yeah, full-on airborne squad just landed. US Airborne is on the field now. Good to see. Very good quality infantry, but very expensive. They got airdrop then. That is an interesting move to do, rather than just recruiting them. I guess it's cheaper to airdrop them in, I don't know. Or it might be because you get two at once. Ooh, it actually survived the pack shot. That's a very lucky M20. Still no command chest from Stockholm Mulvey. 2-2 on the move. Yeah, one also brought a mortar evidently, but they have 2-2, 2-2 can hit it. Black truck moving up slowly here, laying down some fire with his flak. They're reloading it at the moment. There they go. Oh, good shot there on the 30 caliber. That's actually a good usage of it. Until we're going in on the American Rifleman squad there. That's it. That's an airstrike. I suppose when they are playing as Luftwaffe. But both sides are going to have air support for this one. Which can certainly be a big deal. Oh, Folksman has tried to push across the open steps here, but it did not really work out for them. Looks like the flak attack is getting to work again. Get some good shots there on the American Rifleman. Allowing the Fallschirmjägers to move up here. A Feuertruppe. Specialized for long-range combat. Rather than the Angriffsgruppe, which is specialized for assaulting. In case we are wondering. Because of the Lieutenant here. The Allies are lacking anything to actually fight that flak half-track at range at the moment. It's kind of just doing a good job here, just shooting at them bit by bit. I wonder if they'll go for spotting scope, or targeting optics, I mean, or if they'll go for improved breach. If they feel more accuracy trumps, I guess, higher rate of fire. Going for accuracy, actually. Okay. That might actually be a good idea because they're shooting at stuff behind cover. At long range. We have a mortar half-track around here. Germans have fortified pretty well here on their hill. Including having an open blitz nearby. Mortars just stand to land. The Americans are trying to dig in on their own hill. But the US Air Force is calling in an airstrike. There's also an Aufklar here and a sniper, I think. No, that was just a marksman. US Air Force is coming in for a strafing run. 50 calibers. The Germans dodge it. Black attack is trying to shoot it down. Fails at doing so for now. But it's good that the Germans have invested in anti-air half-tracks. Or at least one. At least just having some kind of anti-air is good. Lots of Volksgrenadiers on the field here. Stuart and Sherman pushing up here. Alongside a motorized American infantry force. Germans are lacking AT equipment. See, Dr. Mthis not picked the commander yet, have they? They have it. They've gone for Panzer. Luftwaffe is pushing in with some strafing runs. Taking out a truck. Lots of American forces are preparing here with lots of vehicle support. Many Shermans are gearing up here, actually. Are we going to see a big combined push from the American troops? Mechanized, armored, and everything? Yeah, this is a big push from the United States happening at this point. There's a Pacto on the flank. Lots of machine guns aiming at his 30 caliber. No, not 30 caliber. MG44. Half-track on the move. With flamethrower engineers inside, actually. Grenades being thrown here. Taking out one of the crews. Looks like the Feuertruppe is doing their best to try to hold back, but it's not enough. As the Shermans keep pushing. Hauptmann is calling in some artillery strikes. Grenadiers on the flank. They have no Panzerfausts. As the Allies keep pushing forward, see the United States is aggressive. Big push happening here. Taking out all of the German defenses for the most part. The machine guns just gonna penetrate the half-tracks. Or the Shermans for that matter. They're rushing this pack gun. Germans have nothing that can stop it. This is getting nuts. Holy shit. This is wild. The Americans are just overrunning this position. But packs have arrived. They're trying to do their best to try and stop them. Volksgrenadiers are going to flank. They do a Panzerfaust, I think. Yes. No, they don't. They don't. No Panzerfausts. They do a Flammenwerfer stuff if they can get close enough. But they're being suppressed by all the machine gun fire from the vehicles. Very well played here from the United States. Good teamwork from them. Wow, that was a lot of action in a really short amount of time. Okay, has been dropped here quickly. While this is happening, the Germans are slowly probing at the northern flank, but not a lot is going on. Not like the action down here. Cavalry troopers are moving in as well. The United States is pulling everything into this push. While this is happening, a Sherman is also pushing for the center. There's still a pack here. Pack already got a good penetration. Germans are trying to flank. Exposed being loaded. Panzerfaust are being upgraded here on the Grenadiers. And taking out the crew of that. Yeah, they took out the crew of the pack. With that, the Germans can start to be a lot more aggressive. Panzerfaust is ready though. One Sherman down. But the US Airborne is arriving. Airborne assault teams. Moving past the blowed up Sherman. Where the ammo is cooking off. The Americans just keep pushing. The 2 remains about to try and supplement, but it's not enough. US Airborne just pushes through. Doing as they do best. Playing out the German defenses on the hill. Oh my god, this is such an impressive game already. Flag I've tracked down as well. United States keep pushing aggressively on the hill. They're gonna take it. Luftwaffe is trying to spread around, calling in some Luftwaffe support. And this is a lot of action in such a short amount of time. Luftwaffe is coming in for a strafe. Spotted some riflemen out in the open. Looks like the US riflemen are mostly dodging it. Markenwerfer on the field here for the Luftwaffe. Missed. Pack is quickly trying to take his shots in as well. Oh, they cleared out the Raketenwerfer. Smoke grenades being popped. The Americans are playing very efficiently here. Well, the Germans are going to order fortify the northern island now. They almost cut off. Well, the United States just keep pushing. Airborne take up positions as the mechanized forces keep pushing through in their half-tracks and scout cars. Suppressing this armored car. One down. Oh, it killed the entire squad on the side. Oh, and cleared out by the Flammenwerfers. Very aggressive pushing from the United States, and more airborne are just airdropping in into an active battlefield. This is a huge operation. 50 caliber strafing rounds coming in as well. Flag in place being set up here by the Germans. They need everything they can get. I've not seen such an intense match in a while. This is an intense 4v4. Looks like the Luftwaffe is also being called in here. Like both sides are just calling in all of their support. Panzerfaust going off. In that Sherman almost destroying it. Armored riflemen on the field here, unique to US armor. Just an overall better rifleman in my opinion. Can get 2 weapon slots right in one. 50 caliber machine guns now arriving. Captured pack manned by some airborne troops. Americans are bringing all of their stuff here. Ambulance arriving at the front line to treat wounded troops. And get replenishments ready. So the cavalry troopers are helping repair the Sherman. And this is intense, but now the Americans do hold this hill, denying the Germans that trench network. But the Germans do hold the northern part of the flank. And they're quick to try to dig in the best they can. Artillery going in, probably just as an area of denial. Yep. Oh, Panzer IV got hit there big by the pack and the bazooka. That's a dead Panzer IV, I think. No way it's getting out. Unless this pack is being stupid somehow. They're reloading it. Yeah, they go, they got it. It's out of control. Then an airstrike artillery. That's gonna be another airstrike from the Luftwaffe. I really think the German Luftwaffe strike with the machine guns is not that potent. Probably needs to be a little bit more potent. Panzer IV H's are arriving though. Aiming to take back the hill and the trench network. Very intense fighting. Germans also quickly working on scavenging. Need all the supplies they can get. All Luftwaffe strafes are coming in. This might be cannon strafe though, which is a lot more potent. Now there we go, that's a lot more potent. Hitting immediately. Man, this is quite something. And take out the pack crew, which is exactly what they need to do. Want an incendiary mortar strike as well! Laying out the defenders there. Pioneers and Panzer IV is pushing up. Sherman is still holding on though. The airborne also remain around as a threat. The two arriving as well for scout and some autocannon support. Try and pin down those airborne. Sounds like the US airborne is arriving soon as well. Once again. They're trying to take out the lieutenant at range with the 2-2. But the US airborne is coming in. Oh well, Air Force. Another strafing one with the 50 calibers. But not enough to hit the 2-2 there. The Luftwaffe is coming in again. More Panzer IVs are quickly arriving to supplement the German defense. As they need to prepare a counterattack here. As long as the Americans hold this hill, it's causing the Germans big issues. As it's a sizable bolt in their line. The Americans are doing everything they can to hold it. But the German counterattack is becoming quite big here. But that's a lot of Panzer IVs. This is from the Panzer Division? Oh, this is from the Light Division, my bad. German pushing up, taking out the 2-2. Oh, Panzer IVs almost took down the Sherman there. Looks like we have some cavalry troopers ready here with their bazookas and other equipment. They're gonna try and rush them. First trying to grab the pack. Not sure that was the wisest move in my opinion. It's too open out there. Ooh, another incendiary shell, but it did not hit straight on him. Lucky for the United States. They're still pulling back though. I don't think the Americans could hold this trench for much longer. Doing their best though. Americans quickly digging up some fighting positions behind. This is intense. Also, we have a little bit of a mechanized group with a Panzer II command tank preparing on the northern flank. The Wehrmacht just bringing something around. More mine cells being prepared. I think that Americans have realized they cannot hold the hill for long. They're preparing to mine it. Flag emplacement being rebuilt here. Sherman pushing on the southern flank again. There is a Panzer IV. Actually, that's an F1. Never mind. That's not going to be able to hold it to that Sherman. It's holding on for now, though, but it's got some damage on it. Oh, Panzerjägers managed to push back this Sherman. Risking maneuvering to run after it like that. Proudmore remains back here as an anti-air thing. Oh, we have a little bit of a push here from the Germans. They're trying to get behind the Allied line, but they're running into a Sherman and he's the 8! Oh, that's not good. That's a dead command tank. Trying to get around for something, but it don't work. Not sure what the Germans were trying there. They're trying to... Were they trying to see if they could do a cutoff and then do a close the pocket? Because I think one of their commanders can do close the pocket. Yes! This guy from the Light Division can do close the pocket. If the Germans can somehow cut off the Allied points by cutting off these 2 points here, which they are fortifying, then the Germans can literally annihilate the entire American army. Oh, is that the US Air Force coming in? Yeah, that's a Thunderbolt defensive overwatch coming in. That's only 50 caliber machine guns. Which won't do a single thing to the Panzer IVs. It might stop them gunners on top from doing anything, but that's about it. They're fighting with an EC8 now. Sherman down there, got destroyed. EC8 is being overrun by the Panzer Force. Pioneers did get killed by the strafing run though. Lots of P-47s flying overhead here. That is a lot of United States air power. Right in display today. I've not seen that many United States plane in Spears for a while. Oh my god, this is nuts. Oh well, this match is nuts. It is very rare we get a match like this. Germans are capturing points with their panzers now. So they have an ability activated for it. Breakthrough. And more Luftwaffe coming in as well. There's almost a whole air battle going on above this. Panzer 4 on the flank. EC8 is moving to intercept. Well, that's not going to be good for that Panzer 4. It's holding on for now. Panzer 4 down. But more Hs are securing the hill. That's the EC8 gone. Well, the Air Force just stays overhead. How long does that last? 180 seconds. Wow. 3 minutes. This is why you need to get the anti-air, as you can see. Westfront is also on the field trying to do its best here. Trying to shoot out all the P-47s. There we go, now it's in anti-air mode. We should make it better at doing it, as we can see. And 6 shots in. Luftwaffe flying overhead again for a strafe over here. Like, this is just nuts with the sheer amount of action going on. I feel the P-47 is just not getting shut down. Like, the anti-air coverage is trying, but it doesn't seem to be working. They're certainly trying. They have a lot of health. Again, I suppose they are P-47s. Westfront has to pull back though. This is nuts. Panzerwerfer arriving on the battlefield as well. We have a Veteran 5 mortar half-track with 41 kills. Well, a lot of stuff has just been going on in this match. I apologize for missing a little bit because it is a 4v4. Panzer 4 is down, it's going after this mortar half-track. But it backs off safely and rapidly. Other one goes down. Double Ostwind now. That's a lot of air coverage. But it's not really working. There we go, that took out one of them. But they crashed into the Axis base. But it seems like double Ostwind is somehow working out now. Doing a fair amount of damage. If they can hit. And it's certainly working. Best to keep them in the back to serve as anti-air coverage. Which is their purpose. But that's not doing enough, I feel. I think they might need to be a little bit buffed. But not by too much. It just feels like the P-47s are not really dying fast enough. And they remain on the battlefield for too long. Like, you can see it. Like, it's just not doing a lot. They are getting some kills, I think, by destroying them. Another American push here from the armored forces. Alongside some company engineers. The push just doesn't stop. I completely forgot to take a thumbnail. I should have taken a thumbnail doing that big air push. Perhaps another time. That might be more. This is probably a long match. This is just nuts. Oh, we have priests on the field now for the United States. So much action. Howards are now on the field as well. Germans bring out all the equipment they need to try and fight back. Luftwaffe is taking heavy losses though. Another Panzerwerfer arriving. All arriving at Veterans 3 thanks to the Kampfkraft Center as like the. which improves all your light vehicle veterancy. That's a lot of American cavalry troopers. Oh, that's a good flame from the United States. But there's a... they did a good job there, actually. Buildings are getting set ablaze, though. This entire place is just suffering. War is horrible, folks. War is very horrible. But the pack is doing a decent job here. Oh, veterancy 5 back. That's a 25% increased weapon penetration. That's pretty good. Yeah, I can push it again. A2s now have an arm with high explosive. They got Thunder Run. But the Americans have the hill again. The Airborne is quickly digging in on it. They need to do something to push them off. Lots of Panzers are still around. Panzerwerfer opening fire. Double Panzerwerfer, actually. Oh boy, that's a lot of rockets. Lots of Nebeln. Lots of Nebeln right there. And then Panzer IV pushing in right afterwards. Ostwind also pushing up. Risky maneuver from an Ostwind. That'll be the intended purpose, but they're doing a decent job of it. At least until the Shermans open fire. They did clear out the trench, though. Oh, Luftwaffe forces being prepared. Well, Luftwaffe airstrikes. Ostwind taken out. Couple Aufklag here in the flanks here. Oh, they're probably waiting for like a cheeky opening if they can get to these points. And they can be cleared out. But the American push just continues. EC8's pushing forwards. Lots of cavalry troopers as well. It just doesn't stop. It just doesn't stop. The Germans even keep this at bay? This is 4 EC8s. I'm not seeing any anti-tank equipment for the Germans being manned here. Only a few scattered units. And the mechanized troops are going for the little town. Stu is turning around. Oh, but Bazooka's hit it. Oh, Bazooka missed. Oh, so the Luftwaffe is coming into the rescue, though. You see, it's keep push up. They're right outside the German base. Panzer is quickly running around to the next piece of cover. Needs to always be mobile. There we go. Got a good shot there. We have a Tiger tank. A Tiger tank can penetrate the EC8s with this 88mm. And while this is going on, the United States is also pushing into the destroyed village. The now destroyed village, that is. Tiger tank has to work really hard here. The pushing just continues. Even the airburst artillery strikes are going in. Great assault there from the flank. They got that trench. Alpha Stooks are being prepared by the Luftwaffe. Tiger tank on the move. He knows it has to deal with a lot of Shermans here on its own. The EC8s are not easy to fight because they're high rate of fire. He needs support. It does not want to move up alone. Especially with guns pointed at it. As this Air Force coming in again. Let's go past Sherman 76. And takes it out. The power of the 88 will just destroy these Shermans, though. Or is that going to be another fundable defensive overwatch going overhead? It might have thumbnail potential. Takes a while to cast it, though, as you can see. Oh god, here we go. Okay, let's see. There we go, that's a good thumbnail, I think. Or at least a decent one. That's so much action here. And now the 50 calibers are just gonna keep strafing. Man, so much action. Well, looks like the P-47 is still doing a lot of work. We do have a Panther tank arriving now. And also another Tiger tank being prepared. Tiger took a hit, it has to pull back. But the P-47s continue their strafing. But White Phosphorus are also landing now. Oh my god, the Americans are bringing everything out. I don't think I've seen a Western Front match this intense. In literal ages. But the Germans not really being threatened on the northern flank. The thing is certainly helping the Germans somewhat. They have put up more flak guns to try and cover them. It's not really doing enough. We also have Straftroopen trying to man the packs, but White Phosphorus is killing many of them. Oh, this is horrible for them. Here comes more shells. Oh, well, not more planes. Quite an air circus going on here. LIP rockets going in. There's just no break here. But that would have been a good one too, seeing like the P-47 flying overhead like that. Absolutely nuts. Tiger tank and Panthers trying to push up. Looks like one Tiger tank did get destroyed. I missed that though. Well, it might just be the same Tiger and it's still taking a long while for the next Tiger to arrive. I don't know. Yeah, this is definitely the previous Tiger. It's just taking a while for the other Tiger. My bad. Panther pushing up here to support the Tiger. Tiger took a big shot. His heads are trying to get around it. Getting very close here. They're getting very, very close. But Tiger takes out one of them. Driving through all the foliage here. Take out the other EC-8. This Tiger is doing a lot of good work. One more EC-8s are waiting up behind. More scavenging operations going on. Second Tiger is in the field. Command Panther's being prepared behind us. Oh, Panther took a big shot there. Driver's injured. Pumping smoke. Explosive being loaded by one Tiger here to deal with the cavalry troopers. Get more than enough there. Also the cavalry troopers back. A small 50 caliber strafing runs going in. So many American planes. And just so many American tanks. So many American everything. The Tiger tank is doing a lot of work. Honestly, this Tiger has done so much for the... well, both the Tigers have done so much for the Germans already. By just destroying all the Shermans. Also, the Americans are going to try and figure out something else to do. Naval barrage is going in. That's a big barrage. What the hell was that? Is that a Panzerwerfer? Yes, that was a Panzerwerfer. Okay. All Panthers being prepared. We also have a command Panther now. And so much is just happening. Luftwaffe is still holding on. Despite being bombed to hell. They try to dig in at their base as the 50 caliber still strafe. A lot of panzers assembled here. So the Germans are bringing in all the big reinforcements now. Panthers and Tigers. All the Wehrmacht needs to hold this. Austin is doing his best to try and keep the P-47s back. But as I said, it just isn't doing enough. Just a constant roaring of planes in the air. It doesn't stop. Must be deafening for the troops on the ground. Like all the stuff going on here today. Germans are holding on still. They're actually doing a decent job, including having a Panzer IV here in the defense. And a Stuk as well. But the Stuk is immobilized, but it's good it's pointing that way. Tiger tank's ready to make a move. More American officers arriving here from the airborne. Oh, those are veterans to 3 and 4 Tigers. That is a very scary prospect. Because the Tigers really get so much more deadly when they're a veteran. They're also scavenging everything they can get their hands on. That's actually a good thing considering everything. Oh, bazooka's hitting them though. Mobility lost on the Panther from a strike from something. You see it's being cleared out by the Tigers though. Lots of American forces being prepared down here, and priests are also continuously playing a sermon for the Germans. More naval rifle shots going in. Oh, hitting a lot of the American troops. The Americans are taking heavy losses here. Tiger tank pushes up. Start taking out the mortar half tracks. Or something. No, it decides to pull back. Cavalry troopers are pushing forwards, but there's a lot of machine guns here. Smoke shells are being used to give the cavalry troopers time. But as they get through the smoke, they just get cleared to pieces. Well, cut to pieces by the machine guns. A lot of Germans are preparing on the southern flank. Luftwaffe defenses are still being crippled. Barely any units left for breach naked. Open Blitz driving up here quick for repairs. Not looking good for the Germans overall, but they're still holding on. Allied piece opening fire as well, aiming for the Tigers, or well, Panthers in general. Oh yeah, if a rocket hits straight on, the Panthers do a lot of damage. But you need to hit straight on them. The chance of doing that is pretty minimal. Serum 76 pushing up. Tiger's doing a good job still. Dr. Mulvey could actually go for a King Tiger, I think, if they can take out. Oh yeah, they're gonna go for it, I think. We might see a King Tiger supporting the Tiger tanks. That is gonna be ridiculous. Then we have a lot of heavy panzers on the field. Also, the Americans grabbed the howitzers to fire straight into the German base. But it's not really doing enough, I feel. And this is a nuts battle. And if that's someone, send me this one. This one is intense. Yep, but you're gonna see a King Tiger. Oh boy. Tiger tank is on the hunt. Oh, it lost its loader though. But that doesn't mean anything when it already has a shell in the gun. Needs to fall back to get that thing repaired and get a new loader in. Man. Absolutely nuts battle. Oh, we have M10s on the field as well. Just everything is on this battlefield. And the Americans have even set up a nice little forward headquarters over here they can operate from. I've been having a major sitting around, but he's being hit by a random flak shot. An overshot or something. Let's see. Airborne majors pushing up. Lots of shells also going in. And howitzers being set up here for the Germans as well. Because Luftwaffe does get howitzers now, in case you're wondering. Makes Luftwaffe a lot more reliable, I think, in team games to get some kind of artillery option. Tiger tanks on the move. Oh, they're planning to do. I think I know what they're planning to do. They're gonna do breakthrough with the Panzers, go around, secure these 2 points, and do close the pockets. I think that's what they're aiming to do. But I don't think he can do close the pocket when he's in the Panzer. Perhaps it just doesn't show up. And then I imagine the King Tiger is gonna take over to hold the front line here. Ooh, the Tiger tanks are on the move. The Panthers can get in around. This is intense. Oh, Shermans are trying to push on the northern flank now. Also, the Americans have noticed that they haven't really prodded the northern flank in ages. Had to pull back for now, no? Probably waiting for more support. The Tigers on the move, and so are the Panthers. You know, the rest of the Wehrmacht has been ordered to just hold the line. They wait for their hopeful heroic move to save them. The King Tiger is on the field. I imagine it will be stationed around here. Just so it can hold off the allies. But the allies are meanwhile preparing Pershings and everything for the northern flank. But they'll be surprised when they run into double Tigers and triple Panthers. Insane amounts of battling. Allied opening fire again. Getting straight into German defenses. A lot of work here. German pushing up here slowly. Tigers on the move. Panthers will follow up behind. More Panthers being prepared. And that's one Sherman gone. But now the allies know there's a Tiger up there. Pershing pushing up. Probably not the best option against the Tiger. You never know. 90mm gun is good. Yeah, like that. Be cautious. Doesn't penetrate. Having a long-range firefight here. Tiger keeps holding air. King Tiger holds the center. Here's Mthis Sophia at the gate thanks to the Kampfkraft Center. Lots of Panthers here trying to have a duel with the Pershing. Well, I think the allies have noticed there's a lot of tanks here, which means they realize if the Germans are going to push, they'll push through their heart. And the King Tiger remains in the center here. And the M10 cannot do much to a King Tiger. But the King Tiger is failing at hitting it for now. And it is taking deflection damage. Lots of Grenadiers are preparing as well. So the Germans are preparing for a very big counter-assault. But the Allies are moving units there to try and prevent it. Including preparing... two 500-pound bomb strikes. I think LB is pounds? I'm not sure. That'll be a big bombing strike. I haven't seen this one in a while. Let's see where it goes. Probably aimed around here. I'm not sure. Yep, it's aimed around there. US Air Force coming in. Oh boy, that's a big explosion. The King Tiger still holds up the center. Luftwaffe coming in again. Just doing basic strafes. Pershing trying to flank around with some tank hunters. As the Calliope also opens fire. You realize all the big Panzer units up here. Who could shut down the flank of the command Panzer? You just realize if they lose the command Panzer, they'll be in trouble. They need the command Panzer to coordinate. But there's a lot of Panthers now. Triple Panther up here. Well, quadruple if you count the command Panther. But triple Panther tanks. You know, the King Tiger is still holding fine. Looks trying to keep the Americans at bay. Absolutely insane battle here. Westfront is being very aggressive. Supposed to serve as a distraction, but it'll just get killed. They take out the Sherman though. So they're supposed to do save the Stuck. But US Airborne have taken the trench again. Panzerwerfs are opening fire though. Trying to deny the hill again, but they fail. Also, they've set up a repair station here to try and hold the front line. Keep the Panzers repaired. A Kettenwerfer here moving up. Manned by an officer, no less. Tiger tanks remain around on the northern flank. That's a Veteran C5 Tiger. That is very scary. Oh, the Allies have laid a lot of mines. That's actually really smart. Realizing what might happen. These mines are very cost efficient because a mine can take out most tanks. Oh, but the Germans have prepared minesweepers. Gebäudeladung is over this area. Believing Americans were probably hiding. Realizing they weren't. Oh, now the Panthers are gonna make their move. Pershing reveals itself. Panthers are moving up. There's no mines right here. Ooh, Pershing is in trouble. That's a lot of Panthers. Tigers moving up here. Ooh, but the Germans are getting traffic jammed. Tigers pushing up here. Lots of cavalry troopers hitting up with bazookas. Doesn't pitch for that front. That Tiger's holding up, but it took a critical hit. I'll shoot the M10 here through the forest. This doesn't hit. Get around the corner instead by the looks of it. Bazookas hit the front but doesn't penetrate. Tigers need repairs again. And the Panthers took a lot of damage. They lost 2 Panthers there. Probably not worth it, I don't know. Area has been disabled here. This entire village is gone. Not a single structure left. Well, I suppose there's a shed. There's one shed left, but that's not really much of a feat. Or much of a thing. Germans are pushing for the hill again and securing it. King Tiger's taking the offensive. Looks like all the air battle has kind of calmed down for now. As the light division is just switching completely over to vehicles. Supplement their allies. Germans are doing their best and holding on pretty well, all things considered, actually. They're actually doing a really good job. Oh, the King Tiger's going around, though. There's still mines. But I don't think there's any mine up there. There's a mine right there, though. I think it will not hit. Yeah, it's driving right around it. But the Americans know what's happening. There's the US Air Force called in the game with their 50 calibers. Will not do a lot to tanks though, but I suppose it will. Yeah, it will kill the gunners on top. Or suppress them. Oh, and they do also hit the Open Blitz here. They will lose this Open Blitz unless it gets further back. Oh, they got hit by something? A 3-inch. But the King Tiger's now up here. And the Allies have nothing that can really pierce the front of this apart from the Pershing, I think. A King Tiger is a pretty intense vehicle to fight. Oh, that's artillery. I think that's a Calliope, actually. Yeah, that's a Calliope. Taking out one of the Tigers. King Tiger pushing up and Panzerwerfer shots going in. Both sides are being super aggressive here on each other. And just the planes continuously fly. Another Panther down. Pershing prepared to move up here. I'm trying to take a shot at the King Tiger, I think. I know it does not attempt it yet. But no, it's there. Needs to be very cautious. But the Tiger moving up. This is the Veteran 251. The Pershing already pulls back because of that. Alright, Germans need some more dedicated anti-air than just a 222. 222 is doing his best though. Veteran 255 Tiger tank against the Pershing. Tiger tank is moving against gun. And Pershing pulls back. Priest also now fighting in this area. Putting on a lot of pressure on the German Panzer forces. Ooh, hitting right at the upper blitz. The 50 cal just P-47 just keep strafing the Panzers. Then the Allies know where they are. So that's good at just providing vision for the Allies by the P-47s marking them. Which I believe was a strategy that you would mark tanks by shooting missiles at. Oh, not missiles, but missiles. So basically just that you would be shooting at them with basic stuff. Like, just shooting at them in a machine gun will reveal to people that there's something there. Because they know where they can see where the machine gun strafers are going with tracer rounds. It also causes panic for the Germans, so that's something. Oh, that's a bombing ground going in, I think. Nope. Not sure what that was. Just another strafe. Ah, this is getting completely nuts. The Manpath are still around too. The flak guns are just not doing enough. I really feel they need to be buffed somewhat. Because I'm seeing a fair amount of AA from the Germans, but it's just not stopping the P-47s. Of course, I don't want air power to be invalid either, or well, not worth having, but sometimes I feel anti-air is just not doing its job. It's not working as the deterrent it's supposed to be. Please keep shelling. Pershings are waiting up on the hill. Luftwaffe and Staff Division just digging in and waiting. They're trying to push up somewhat now. They've even brought forward a heavy mortar. Dukes are pushing forward from the Luftwaffe. There's still Shermans around. Oh, the Tiger's on the move. King Tiger and normal Tiger tank pushing up. Oh! Good high explosive there. Now the Tigers don't know there's mines, I imagine. And there's a lot of mines. The Allies have prepared everything they need here. Also have a tank on the team just waiting. M10 moving up as well. Like, look at all the mines. Even one of the entrances to the base. Oh, plane got shut down right there. Bazookas in their best here. Got a good shot there on the Tiger. But the King Tiger has a lot more. Oh! Tank on the team springing into action. They're gonna try to use Composite B. They took out the normal Tiger. They're not using Composite. There we go. Composite B. On the 2-2. Might be a misclick. Because I would certainly have popped that on the King Tiger if I could. Yeah, bro, wrong thing. Yeah, he misclicked. I get that. Oh boy. And yeah, now the bazookas have a very low chance to penetrate the front of this King Tiger. Especially at range. But it is risky to stay there for too long without any supports, especially with the Pershing on the flank. Oh, good shot though from the King Tiger. Well, the Germans are still trying to advance, setting up a forward camp as well. Got a Panther tank coming in. We hit the 1 hour mark. That means this is a very long game. It's one of the most intense games I've seen in a very long time. But I think both sides start to get tired now. When you fought for this long, it starts to really affect your nerves and skill set, I found. But we have the special service on the field here. Commando units available to pass this rifle. Spotting ahead by stealth, keeping an eye on the Germans, as you can see here. King Tiger pushing up again. Still need support though. Germans are securing the center field again. Slowly pushing the Americans back by just being resilient. And persistent. I would not have been able to do near as much as these players have been doing. First special services sneaking around still. American riflemen are arriving. Another priest.
Ready for orders.
You have some fueled air dropping in and some letting run from German autocannons. Germans are good at stopping this Panzer IV-H. Duca armed pioneers are pinned. Panzer IV is holding on though. Take out the Sherman. What this bazooka does actually. Tiger still needs some repairs. Nations airdrop here for the Luftwaffe to use. Will certainly help them maintain their fire. But that's not the Luftwaffe, is it? Yes it is, that's the Luftwaffe, my bad. The 900th Pioneers are the Luftwaffe. But that's Fortune Blowers, that's these guys. It's like them. Like to get to keep using the Panzerwerfers. My bad. My bad. Luftwaffe trying to get close there, but that's not really working out. Expensive squads to lose. Half class remaining on the field here. We also have a US United States recon team nearby. Pershing pushing up. Don't think Jim's gonna. Yeah, that's our explosive round. Wow. That's painful. Panzer still assembling by the northern island again. Command Panther still around. It's a 24 Command Panther. Trying to fight with the Pershing. Oh, it's moving forward. Oh, that's risky. Missed. Tiger Tank and King Tiger pushing forwards. Trying to take the ground back. Do see more mines around still. Oh, they're losing a lot of units there. Yeah, the Allies need some that can fight this King Tiger. Yeah, secure the central field again. Trying to. Luftwaffe is sending Priest. Very nice. Oh, composite B attempt. Looks like it did not work though. Oh, wait, it did. Composite B there on the King Tiger. Doing a decent amount of damage. Almost destroyed it. We're down to half health. Another Tiger being prepared behind us. Well, perhaps Panthers would be the wiser choice. I don't know. Panthers do have higher frontal armor than the Tiger. With Tiger pushing forwards. Most of the mines have been destroyed though by just constant strikes. The Tiger is pretty good with his 88mm gun. Able to one-shot the Shermans, as you can see. The Panther would not be able to one-shot them. Heavy troopers ready to move out again. I also like all the smoke being used here. That really does help. As it prevents sight lines for the Panzers. First is pushing in the center. Panthers having a duel with them over long range. Hit the center in the open field. Oh. And we had a crash. I've not had that in a while. That's a problem. Okay, we are back to where we should be when it crashed. If it crashes again though, I am just gonna keep the recording in as it is, but now you know that beforehand. It crashed around when the Pershings were engaging with the Panthers center, so I'm not gonna look at that for a bit just to hope it doesn't crash. Anyway, it looks like the Tigers are still pushing up here. But yeah, I had to watch through the whole thing again on like 8x speed to get to this point, so that was a really long time for me. Let me tell you that. And lots of naval weapon barrages going in still. Lots of barrages, it just doesn't stop. So many rockets. Almost destroys these Pershings. Man, this is such an intense battle. Looks like Panther and Tigers pushing up here. They're trying to take 1 point here with the Panther. Using breakthrough. Bazooka hits the Tiger and takes it out. And the Tiger does not have the same amount of armor as the King Tiger or Panther, obviously. King Tiger's oh, that Panther took a big hit from the Bazooka too. King Tiger pushing up. Like we have a recon plane flying overhead of some kind. Not quite sure what it's doing. King Tiger pushing up slowly though. It is Veteran 24. Could become Veteran 25. Oh, sorry. Had to click on my recording software to make sure I did actually unpause. Because OBS have this nice feature where you can pause your recording and resume it at any point, which is pretty nice. Heat round loaded. Missed though. Ooh, Tiger tank did take a big hit there, so it has to pull back. It is a Vet 25 King Tiger, you don't want to lose that. Because Vet 25 King Tiger is pretty intense and pretty good at its job. Oh, Shermans are going for it. Very risky maneuver. Yeah, not going to be able to get around it. Ooh, smoke popped. Oh, they got close enough to penetrate! Ooh, but the King Tiger managed to save itself with a shot. But the Americans keep pushing. But the King Tiger is still around and survives. Bazookas did try though. Yikes, man. Look at all these. We have 4 Panzerwerfers! The amount of munitions required to keep this amount of rockets going is nuts. Americans are trying to push down here and having some special service troops around. Ooh, even some dug up blockades here thanks to the bulldozer Sherman. Oh, they've been spotted. Special service have been spotted. But I can mow down these pioneers. These guys are actually in, coming here is free with a unique model and everything. And the Johnson is actually in the game with a unique model too, so that's a nice touch. Persing still in the center fighting with the Panthers. Oh, it looks like I missed that the Tigers need repairs. What the hell happened? Well, I know that they need repairs, but they took even more damage. Must be in a bombing run or something. Panzerverse opening fire. Laying down a lot of rocket barrages here. And the Stukas are straight with autocannons. Getting some good shots there in the flanks of the, well, rears of the Pershings, but doesn't destroy them. I think the Allies are losing steam. Panzerforce trying its luck. But its luck does not reach enough. It's still trying though. And its luck is holding up as the Panthers push forwards. Panzerforce down. Oh, 1 Panther down. The 90mm gun is pretty decent. I'd say pretty decent, it's pretty good. King Tiger operational again. Panzer Division has gotten its own Panther here. The Panther G far more superior to the Panther A, which like to get. But this Panther A here is not that often enough as the same to the same level as the Panther G is. Let's see. It only has 1,300 armor, while the Panzer Division's Panther has 1,600. Far superior. It's also far faster. First has been repaired. The Allies are definitely in trouble, I feel. Looks like the Germans have kind of turned this around by just being persistent. Non-stop persistence. It just does not stop. Oh, I need some, just message me, I need to respond back. Let's see if we have some airstrike going in. Just some 50 caliber shots, nothing too special. Oh, mines! Oh, yeah, you can see them, how good useful mines are here. Just one of them almost destroyed that Tiger tank. But the bazooka shot did not penetrate. Allowed the Tiger to back off. King Tiger pushing up. It's gonna get close enough to try and destroy this AT gun. But it increases its chance to be penetrated by getting close. And now we have a tank on the team on the flank. It took out one Calliope though. Lots of bazookas coming towards it. Smoke popped. Half moving up to try and intercept. They're being suppressed though, so I don't think the tank on the teams will be able to... Oh, they almost do! King Tiger almost gone! Machine guns are pinning them though. Oh boy. Oh, Pershing over here being shot in the flank by the Panther command tank. And his battle is still going. Absolutely insane match. Germans are pushing up. Oh, they could get a good shot on the flank of this Panther. Oh no. Oh. Can they SEGA out the Command Panther? They can. Command Panther down. Ammo rack explosion on one Sherman. Rear shot on one Panther. Panther A is trying to turn his gun. He succeeds. Taking out the Sherman. And we have a Panzer IV riding through the front line here. Composite B on it. Fragmentation rates going out. Destroying them, but the Panther IV is going to go down. Yep. But takes out the fighting hole with it. Fighting position. Panzer IV is preparing to push in the north again. Staff Division is just digging in and holding. Allowing the other Axis players to do all the work. Which is probably a good idea just so they have some to hold the southern flank. The Luftwaffe is down to barely any units. Light is getting another Command Panther. Actually, trying to hold up the center here with an MG42 and their FT42s. Lots of 42 stuff. More Panther rifles going in. Hitting the Shermans and doing a lot of damage to the repair trucks. The Pershings are kinda in a bad spot. The Tigers and the Panthers are prepared to move. This is a big collection of big cats right here. And for King Tiger and Tiger. Ooh. Lots of big panzers. This AT gun is doing a pretty good job. The Tiger tank might go down. Ooh, Manchester back off. Artillery strike being called here by the Harman. Panther slowly pushing up here. Doing their best to try and repair the Pershings here. And now we have the King Tiger pushing up again. Another Panther being prepared here by the Panzer Division. Oh, good penetration on the Panther tank. And that's the AC guns down. But the Bazookas are still in the trench network. Oh, and a Bazooka on the rear! King Tiger's in trouble! One is going for a composite B. And composite B on it. Another composite B just for good measure. That's a dead King Tiger. Oh no! There it goes! And the King Tiger burns alive with its crew inside. Oh my god. Absolutely insane. And the fighting continues down here still. Although the Rifle Division doesn't actually have a lot to hold. The Germans just don't have a lot to push with. What's the defensive positions here? Panzer IV on the move though. Meanwhile we have the Panther tanks pushing up on the Tiger tank. Stuka's doing their best. But this wreck of the King Tiger's in the way. Rockets going in. That's a lot of rockets. And looks like it did the trick. The Germans are moving through. Pershing on the flank though. And there's also mines around, I think, but they're only over here. Oh, immobilized. Alive opening fire close range. These Panthers are in trouble. Panthers gonna drive into a mine. But the mines will be spotted by something somehow. But they can both get taken out. Doesn't matter. The Panthers are still pushing up here too. But these Pershings are getting very veteran. Or rockets standing around them. Luftwaffe troops are pushing up as well. Being suppressed. Panzer 4H is also pushing up, but it gets taken out by a 90mm shell. And this is just nuts. Ooh, Panther almost down here. It has to pull back.
We just lost a unit.
Oh boy. The fighting also continues down here, still in earnest. Panzerwerfers on the move. And these Panzerwerfers have actually been really instrumental, I think, to the defense of the, oh well, the offense of the Germans, I imagine. Panthers still fighting here, doing their best. But this battle is just lasting so long. Airborne troops are moving towards the hill here. Yeah, the airborne troops are just not enough for the Germans to hold. As the American infantry keeps pushing up. There's too many of them. More rockets going in.
We lost an infantry unit. They got wiped out.
Let's see. Another Panther pushing up here. Oh boy. And we still have so much, still a fair amount of the match left, I think. We have a second King Tiger being prepared as well. Other flank staff division is slowly getting more units to recover stuff. They're grabbing their howitzer back. Rifle division is just kind of taking it cool at the moment. Guess there's not much else they can do right now. Well, up here the fighting has gotten really intense as the German counter-assault has reached the outskirts of the United States base. Pershings are doing their best to keep them at bay. Certainly keeping them suppressed on that hill. That poor Pioneer squad might not get out of that. Panthers trying to take long-range shots, but it's not really working out here yet. Border half-track is also hitting into the base now. 100 kills! That is absolutely impressive. US Air Force is once again on the horn. Deal with any advancing Germans. 50 caliber strafing. It doesn't do a lot to vehicles, obviously, unless it's a light vehicle. Long range in it, though, actually. Living pretty far. Panther taken out in the break that the King Tiger also completely blew up. Another Panther taken out. SNC-5 Pershing, that's a pretty good deal. Oh, more than half-track taken out with 100 kills, so they are not getting their medals. They've been pushing up here now. More rockets going in. There's rockets from both sides. That's probably a dead over blitz. Hasn't been spotted yet. The Germans are lacking anything to stop these Germans currently. Ooh, that's going to be a problem. Still a while until the King Tigers arrive. Panzer 4 and Command Panther pushing up though. Doing their best to try and keep the allies at bay. Again, I've not seen a match be this intense on the Western Front for ages. Just all the air support from both sides as well.
Just got a report of an infantry unit being wiped out.
Inten holding on here. Europe's doing their best to dig in quickly.
Under fire.
Another Sherman arriving. Oh, it looks like the strafing has spotted the Aufklärer. Somehow. And they're gonna get shut down. There they go.
We are losing Soldat.
Panzer Werfers on the roll. Trying to avoid being spotted again. And we have the second King Tiger now. Boy, how long is this match? Of course, the Americans have secured a Panzer IV for themselves. Honestly, this match is just so much. Captain trying to push up and get spotted by the MT-44. Trying to call in some kind of artillery strike, but it's not going to work. Yep, shot to pieces.
Report of an infantry unit being wiped out.
Everything's just kind of peaceful for a while. Just the planes flying overhead. Hanford took a big hit from something. Might have been a Sherman. Oh, Pershing's on the move. Bunching up like that is probably not going to help them that much, but worth a try. And this match just lasted so long. Driver hit in one Pershing. Yeah, that's a Pershing gone. King Tiger scores the kill. Sherman fighting down here. Missed. So many planes. The Panthers start to push across the river again. As the Luftwaffe lay down some suppressive fire. A double MG42 here. That's a very impressive loadout. Scavenging all the wrecks they can get to too, which is good to see. There they go, 50 fuel, that's pretty nice. Meantime, gonna move. Lots of artillery strikes landing. I see the Astra Scalibia rockets. Which I suppose is artillery. It's just rocket based. And I am just a little tired at this point. I apologize. The match has been so long and I had to basically skip through all of it to get to this part again on 8x speed when it crashed. Which really took a while. I believe that took like almost 40 minutes for me to do because 8x speed is not actually as fast as you think. And he's trying to push up here, which is not really working out, I think. And it just got to pieces. One white phosphorus. Ooh. Hamper's pushing for the hill here. Sherman is somehow keeping them at bay. Pershing also around still. And King Tiger trying to push up here. Hancon's on the flank. Ooh, bazooka penetrated. And there's a lack of panzer grenadiers to supplement it. Ooh, lots of bazooka rockets though. Doing its gun. Putting a high explosive round. Bomb overshot there. Oh, well, undershot because it already had moved. The airstrikes in this battle has just been nuts. More rockets going in as well. I do like that Fortune Blast has this mobile Nebelwerfer or Panzerwerfer force. Just relocating every time they need to. Allies just are running out of steam.
Button her up. Big push coming. Half-track awaiting orders.
Both sides are just holding on. This is kind of like a stalemate situation, honestly. I feel like both sides have just fought themselves to a stalemate. Like, the map is not really changing much anymore. Pershing got a good shot down the Panther, though. Another good shot on the command Panther. There's a V-25 Pershing, so it is pretty good at this job. King Tiger moving up to take a shot. Ooh, that's not good. Lots of mines around still. And he is sticking around Biden. Oh, V-25 Pershing down. Smoke didn't arrive in time. Calliope rockets landing. I think that's priest shells. Half is starting to push up slowly now.
We lost a gun crew.
Oh, got penetrated. Another Luftwaffe airstrike being called in. King Tiger's 55 again. Fighting just is kind of static on the southern flank. I suppose it's good for the Germans, it's buying them a lot of time. Whew, I'm just exhausted. Another Tiger tank pushing up here. Right into airborne with bazookas. Oh yeah, that's what happens. Ooh. Not looking good for the airborne. Intake also pushing up, it's not fully prepared. We have a bombing strike being prepared here. And there's a bombing strike. No, that's the another one of the Overwatch ones going in. Oh, bazooka took out the Tiger tank. I do not underestimate the bazooka. Bazooka's pretty good. If you can hit its target and penetrate, that is. Beast on the move. Pass.
Looks like we're getting into the excitement.
Off just remains silent back there. Apart from regular artillery strikes. The center is just a little mobile, and look at all the tank wrecks around. Like, this battle has had a little bit of everything, in all honesty. Oh, Scots are now arriving. So I tried to change up the tactics a little bit. Probably makes sense. Calliope rockets going in again. Well, you're trying to hit where the near the Panzerwerfers or something, I think. Ooh, very close rockets there. King Tiger's being spotted again. The Americans are going to try and go for it. One Scot taken out there. And Panzer rockets going in. Playing out a lot of the American. Oh my god, playing out all the American tank hunters there. The line, the King Tiger start pushing up, but its driver gets injured by a shot from a 3-inch gun. Bazooka start penetrating. Frontal armor, the King Tiger is just too high. Heavy troopers on the flank there. A pin before they could get the shot off. Luftwaffe fights in the center still, amongst all the wreckage. The Aircraft Rifle Company still not made any moves, further moves here on the southern flank. Looks like this Luftwaffe howitzer just remains in counter barrage. Well, they've done a pretty good job with it. King Tiger got shot at again. Friend's gonna get some good shots in. Oh, no bazooka penetrated. If it did, that would have been a dead King Tiger. More rockets. Man. At this point, I would just call it quits because it's just such a long match. I don't have the resilience of these players. Not anymore. I used to have more energy, but now I work. Work takes out a lot of energy in my days. Of course, I'm recording this at the weekend, but it's been a very busy weekend for me. Time with family and everything. Ooh, it's took us a versus. Ooh, we might have a change in tactics down here too. They have the munitions for them, which they certainly do, at least at the moment. Where's the center again? Panthers are pushing up. Oh boy, here they go. Decent shot, didn't do that much damage though. Like, Company of Heroes 3, the hill here would actually matter. Unlike here in Company of Heroes 2. Man, these fights are getting intense with the tanks. One Panther basically down though. But the Persians have been pushed somewhat back. Let's see, King Tiger maybe needs some repairs up there. One flank is still around here.
One of our fighting positions is sustaining fire.
The wounded Panther still remains. Person takes it out though. One shot too many. I don't think either side is gonna win this at this point. Unless one of them just decides to back out and basically just being a stalemate. Oh boy. Just trying to get more comfortable in my seat here. Oof. Like, neither side can really advance on the other anymore. Both sides have just locked down the other so well. King Tiger remains in the north here. All rockets are going in. I wonder how many friggin' died in this battle. I'll check the stats afterwards, but I don't think I'll post them or something. I don't know. And just so many people are dying here. Well, now Calliope rockets going in under the King Tiger. It's trying to advance. All its support staff is being killed though. Fun going in around it, which is not going to do much. Except keeping the top gunner suppressed. Well, this is going on. The Luftwaffe is also coming in for the trench here. Panther's preparing to push up here. Will this be the point that breaks the allies? Command Panther leads the way. They're doing a spearhead charge. Panzer March. Then they're on fire with the machine guns. Looks like Fortune Blast has gone for mostly targeting optics. Allowed him to be acted as a Panzer Officer. Oh, Monstrum dropped. I think this is a sign that the battle's about to end. Yep. Ah, they DC'd, yeah. Makes sense. It's been a pretty long match. But at this point, the match has been so long and so intense, there's no... It's just been too good of a match, I think. Basically, it's reached a stalemate, is what I'd say. Yep. A very good match. And I hope you all enjoyed it. I'll see you all in the next one, everyone. Bye-bye.